I'm Andrea Lahman. 12 years ago, my mother-in-law gave us oils in our stocking for Christmas. Now, at the time, I was like, what is this stuff? And they went up in our medicine cabinet and they stayed there for a while. Well, I was a school teacher, and let's just say that my immune system needed support. And so my mother-in-law kept prodding me to try this oil called Thieves, saying that it would support my immune system. I tried it, and it worked. It worked really well the first time, and I tried it again. It worked really well the second time. By the third time of getting results with the Thieves blend, I was like, what is this stuff, and why don't people know about it? So that, really started our journey into wellness. It was a huge learning curve for me, learning about how to support ourselves naturally. When I had been accustomed all my life to, taking over-the-counter stuff to support wellness, which, you know how that goes. And so, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And then it was about, I would say, 4 years into that journey where I really began to see this business opportunity. It was in a time where, I had 2 little kids at home. My daughter was 6 months old. My son was 3 years old. And I'd been teaching for 10 years at that point and had been making less and less money for those last 4 years in the classroom. And I had loved teaching, I loved the kids, but I just couldn't see myself doing this for another 20 years with the kind of compensation we were getting. And in that time frame, I had fallen in love with natural wellness and teaching about natural wellness. And it was the first time where I thought, maybe if I really went for this, it could actually happen for me. I could build a business. And so I determined that year, 10 years into teaching, to begin building my Young Living business. And within that first year, I was able to leave the classroom, which felt so good. I wasn't making this, crazy amount of money, but it was enough for me to be home with the kids, to be there to see all of, their first moments and as they entered school themselves. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a sweet time. And then it's been, 4 or 5 years since that point, and things that I never even imagined would happen for our family have happened. We were able to pay off our house this last year. We've been able to give more in a month's time than we used to make combined, my husband and I, in a month. And we have this community of people around us now who have the same vision, same goals of just living their best lives and of being their best selves and of paying off debt and of giving. And it's just such a beautiful community to be a part of. And my vision now is to just be able to bring more and more people into this fold and help people to realize that there's so much more to life, so much more that they can experience, and that they are so much more than they think they are, that they give themselves credit for. So it's a fun journey to be a part of.